Hey, hey, we're live. We're live. Hey, this is the Bill DeMott Experience, and we're live back on YouTube. The Bill DeMott Experience, a little face value with a twist because I brought her back. It's been a long time because now she's busy. She's a working girl. She has things to do. She has a social life. She does all the ba 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 ba. But she's back. Say hello, Casey.
Hello, Casey.
This is really how you're going to start the show? The great big buildup of energy, and that's hello, Casey.
I told you, I'm not prepared.
What do you have? Let's be honest right now, because we can end the show right here. We're starting the show and end the show right here.
Okay.
What the hell do you have to be prepared about? Because we wing everything we talk about anyway.
Well, you know it takes us 45 minutes, but literally, like we always do, first thing when I wake up, you say, oh, let's do a show. But it's different now because now I'm living in my studio.
You're living in the mansion.
Living in the studio where we shoot the show.
So would that be easier now that you're actually in the room, your studio, that's now your room? Wouldn't it be easier to do the show then?
No.
And how about the fact that you left out? I say, let's do a show, and then I disappear for 2 hours and go to the gym. That gives you two hours to prepare. Once a month.
Have you seen the room? Have you seen?
It's a hot mess, by the way.
Yes. You guys can't see what's going on over here and on the floor.
For every parent in the great states and every parent in the world who has children, which is why that makes you a parent. If you have kids and you think that as they get older and you tell your kids to pick up your room, everybody under the age of 18, cover your ears. That's the biggest crock of shit ever, because my daughter, the brainiac, the future of this country, the ruler of worlds, the leader of this family, not yet, but will be the leader of this family, is a proverbial pig in her room. Not just her room, any room.
No.
DeMott, I could lose your brother and 2 dogs in that room right now.
Just the room, not any room, just the one room.
Your room is so messy, dust doesn't have a place to go.
There are worse problems I could have.
There are worse problems. So if that's the worst problem you have, hey, quick, let's do this. This show is sponsored by, what's that guy?
I don't know. Stop that. Don't do the strobe light.
You can buy this. Like, I'm the guy who goes on TV, and the guy showed me the light. Oh, jeez, I just broke my desk with it. And you can break your desk with this new flashlight.
You better not break that desk. It took 2 years to put together.
There it is. The military lights, right? It does all these functions. And now for everybody who's watching, and now you have a headache, it's because you're on face value with Casey DeMott. But this is my new thing. So I sit here at night when I'm trying to work. I don't put on the other lights, and I just do this around and try to find things, and then I can't. That's why I have my bottle of aspirin, because I actually give myself a headache with that light. But you can freeze it. You can boil it in water. You can run it over with a Humvee, and it'll still work. 100,000 hours of light.
Is that the same? That's the same light from the
No, it's not the same one. That's actually a different one, but they all do the same thing. For $19.95, you can have this light that lasts 100,000 hours. Do you know how long you'd have to be camping to use a flashlight for 100,000 hours?
I have to do the math.
Or how long I'd have to be you know what it could be now, as I'm looking for things to do in between my gigs and I could become one of those movie attendant guys. What are they, ushers? Mm-hmm. Do they still do that where they walk up and down the aisles in the movies?
Kinda. Yeah, they walk with the flashlight. Yeah, they walk in. So I
could walk in there and go, "Hey, dude, what kind of popcorn you got? Where's your ID? Where's your ticket? What's your name?" That's not the girl you took here last week to the movies. Who's this girl? No, that's the kind of guy I'd be.
Yeah.
With my hat, with this hat. Look at this hat. This was Grandpa's hat. One of many of Grandpa's hats that never fit his head.
It doesn't fit your head either.
And it doesn't fit my head. And I think a squirrel probably got to the top of it. but it's my hootenanny hat, and I feel like today's a hootenanny. I feel the color keeps going in and out because I'm wearing my Stay Hyped white shirt. My Mojo Raleigh tribute. Mojo Raleigh is the most hyped guy in the world. So whenever I wear his shirt, I feel hyped. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
No, I'm fighting off like this ridiculous little cold because
yes, the man cold has worked its way back into the house. The man
cold once a year has worked its way back, and in plain and simple terms, it's kicking my ass.
I literally was Tuesday. I saw you for a total of 4 seconds.
I tried very hard to wait till you got home from work. And once I knew you were in the house, I crawled into the bedroom.
And you did not wake up until the next morning.
I literally came out the next day at 7 a.m.
Yeah. I got home at like 5.
Yeah.
Getting ready for dinner. You're like, I'm just going to bed. Didn't come out.
But I got the next day, I didn't get the how are you feeling? Oh my gosh, you must really be feeling bad. I got the how dare you? I got the your wife looked at me like, well, how dare you get up at 7 o'clock and just look like nothing happened?
Because usually when you get sick, it is everybody runs and hides for 3 days.
But let's be honest, it hasn't been like that. I've been fighting the battle.
Not yet.
I've been going to baseball practices. I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I feel like bupkis. So I'm wearing my Mojo Raleigh shirt and my hootenanny hat. I'm going to cough. But I got the how dare you. Your wife looked at me like, how dare you go to bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I've been cutting hair and slaving over heads all day? I have nothing else after that. I'll talk about it. She's not here. She's out killing it. She's making the world balder one head at a time.
She's making the world balder.
What do you think would happen if she just lost her mind one day and just started shaving everybody's head that she did? She's the color. What is she? The color whisperer now.
Yeah.
Because you go on her.
She's done some pretty cool stuff lately.
She's the color whisperer. Now they come from all over. One lady came from West Virginia. Sounded good, right? I got no idea where she comes. Probably came from Ocala. I don't know. Ocala to me is like West Virginia, so I got the hootenanny thing. I got no idea where they come from. They come from all over, and then they post on Facebook. Look at my hair, and me. I see all the colors, and I'm going, are they supposed to look like that?
Yes.
Me. I ask for this. Simple. And I get the how dare you look like I went to bed the other day with the flupus. So I just cut my own hair. But that's okay. Enough about you being not prepared. Let's talk about something important. First of all, this show is sponsored by.
No, it's not.
I love bread. That's for everybody who hasn't seen this in a while. Tanked, by the way, Oprah tanked.
She hasn't done any more commercials for it.
No, but they keep replaying. And now they have I love bread, I love meat, I love pizza, I love fudge, I love this, I love that, and then right after it is the commercial for the next season of America's Biggest Loser.
Sounds about right.
Don't read into it. All right, what's going on? Let's talk about politics. That's all there is to talk about.
Do we have to talk about politics?
Yeah, let's talk about it because I sat here. I figure I've been through, I don't know how many presidents. I guess if you do the math, I don't know. Since I'm 18, right? You're allowed. When are you allowed to vote? 18?
18.
So 18, I'm now, so that's 32 years I've been allowed to vote now, which is unbelievable because I look good for 50. Better than our freaking president-elects look. So 32 years, how many presidents is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's say more than 3.
Yeah.
So I sit here the other night with your Nana, my mother, who's here in Florida. And we'll get to my brother in a minute, who's not in Florida. But we're sitting here, and now we're debating Trump and Clinton. We're not even talking about who we're going to vote for. We're talking about the crap that comes out of their mouths. So much so that we actually sat for the whole debate and totally got it wrong. Because the next day they said Hillary won the debate. And everybody said, well, Donald did this and Hillary did that. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I voting for either one of these people?
You don't have to vote for either one of them.
No, you have to vote.
Yes, but there's other people running in the election.
Name other people that are running for the election.
I don't know their names. I don't.
Thank you.
But there are other people running in the election.
Okay, so you're going to vote on November 8th, whatever it is, and you're going to see another name and just vote for that person?
No.
When clearly Barack Obama says a vote for anybody else is a vote for Trump. Millions of dollars are being spent by Hillary Clinton repetitively of how Donald Trump called somebody a fat pig and doesn't like women.
Well, he doesn't.
Okay. Now, if she claims to take the higher road, why are we even going that way? Why is my money being spent so she can poke fun at the guy?
Because that's what politics is. Because you know him, he does the same thing. Anytime he gets up to speak, he's got something bad to say about somebody. He says something stupid. And then when he goes to debate, he says, oh, I didn't say that. And Lester Holt was there. Like, I watched like the last maybe half hour of the debate because I was at work. So I got home, I watched like the last 15 minutes, and then of course, they went into overtime because they don't shut up.
Right.
So they keep going. And I'm watching it. He goes, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And Lester Holt, bless his heart, that poor man, is going, I have it right here. He pretty much all but held it up in front of his face. He's like, I have it here. I have the date you said it, where you said it, who you said it to. He goes, I didn't say that. Believe me.
Lester Holt's no joke. I like that guy. He did a good job.
The poor guy had to sit through all that all night.
That poor guy made 6 figures sitting through that.
Because that's how much you'd have to pay any reasonable person to do that.
Hey, give me, I'll say it right now, 2 things we're going to talk about today. Give me, and my flashlight, $50K. As you see in my show, my dogs are allowed to walk freely through the house. So, what dog is that?
That's Gimmick.
Why is she even in the house?
I don't know. I thought you told him to leave him outside.
Your Nana doesn't listen to anything I say. Anyway, back to the important things instead of dogs walking through the house. I can't say anything bad about dogs because then Paula will be tweeting about me or something. Her and dogs. Okay, give me $50,000 cash, and I will be the mediator, moderator, point man on the next debate.
You couldn't do it.
Oh, hell yeah, I could do it.
Right. Mm-mm.
Why?
Because
Here would be my thing. Introduce Donald Trump, introduce Secretary Clinton, and say, answer the question. There goes my dog again. It's like a freaking carnival act. And there's another one. It's not even the same dog. Everybody thinks it's the same dog because they're all black. They're just walking around the house.
No, it's Gimmick. It's still Gimmick.
She's a Lou. There she is again. $50,000. I say answer the question. Well, let me start by saying answer the question. All I want to do is sit there and go answer the question. Do you think we do that?
No matter how many times people try, it doesn't work because people have done that before.
But I'd be great as the moderator.
You'd bully them.
I would not bully them. I would need like a bulletproof vest. Those are the 2 biggest bullies. So we're electing bullies as presidents. Which, hey, if you listen to a lot of people, I could have been president by now. Nothing?
No.
Okay, the hell with politics. I should be the moderator, though.
Okay.
I think everybody who knows me thinks I should be the moderator. I think I should be the moderator. Let's moderate on. Okay, moving on. Now what did we come to the conclusion of? We're not talking politics. My mother's let the dogs in the house so they can go clickety-clack during the show. So now we're going to pick up my mother. She has just made her 70th pound of macaroni salad. What do you got to say about that?
I like it, so.
It's unbelievable. Like, I never realized how, like, we have pasta Sunday in the DeMott mansion.
And now every day is pasta Sunday.
And now every day there's a little bit of pasta because my mommy can make the hell out of macaroni salad.
Trying to get ready for this wedding.
You got a wedding.
It's carbs.
And you go, excuse me, how come, why are you wearing a jacket? Why are you wearing a jacket on your dress? You're going to fit in the dress. When is that wedding?
Like 29 days from now.
Oh, yeah, you better back off the macaroni.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. I'm having a hard enough time fitting into the dress as it is, and then she comes and starts making macaroni salad. I've been eating that every day for lunch.
She is killing the macaroni salad. She goes, well, should I keep making it? I'm like, you haven't heard anybody in this house say, no, we hate it.
It's gone as soon as she makes it.
Gone. It's
like we don't even give it time to cool down.
We should get Ronzoni to sponsor.
She's not even using Ronzoni.
What the hell do I know what she uses? Macaroni. Macaroni's macaroni. But that's what Nana's doing. That, and she asked me today. There, you hear it? It's like a Clydesdale. It's like a freaking Clydesdale sound effect.
It's just her though. The other ones aren't that bad.
It's unbelievable because the dog is spastic.
She should just be laying down now. She got her food already.
There's nobody bothering her. She should just be laying down. She's 11 years old.
She's like almost 15.
She's 15 years old. And she should be settling down. And instead, she's making sound effects. Now I even forgot what the hell I was talking about.
Macaroni.
What the hell were we just talking about?
Macaroni salad.
Oh, so making macaroni salad. So now, as you get older, you have conversations. As you will, you will agree with. Sometimes you and I have conversations, and you leave the room thinking, "What has happened to my father?" And why did I have that conversation? How do I know that? Because you say it right to my face. You say, what is the matter with you? And why are we talking about this? Yeah. Well, my mother, and the only reason I get to talk about my mother now is because she said, don't you dare talk about me, which opens the door for me to talk about. She's staring out the window, deep thought, looks out back to the back 40 acres back there. And she says,
yeah.
I don't remember there being this many lizards in Florida. So I sat there for a minute. And everybody who's tuning in, if you've never tuned into this before, this is all part of the Bill DeMott experience. I don't like to just make stuff up on the whim. I'll give you my life, pretty much, right or wrong, Case.
Right.
I give you my life on a daily basis. I'll catch up to things that we talk about. And we're going to get serious here in a couple minutes, but a little bit of humor. So I'm sitting with my mom, who's addicted to her iPad, by the way. But she fits right in because my mom sits in one side with her iPad. My son sits with his iPad. My wife sits with her iPhone. And then when you come home, you sit in the other corner with your iPhone. So I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of people who tell me they're sick of watching the same show over and over again, but not one of you watches the show because you're on your iStuff. Anyway.
First, you get up in the morning, you get up at 7 a.m., you turn the TV on, and then you play Candy Crush.
First of all, my phone is right here in front of me. Go back in the script, in the, what do they call it? Back into the files of when I said I was taking everything off my phone. It was back in April. There is no games here.
I saw you playing a game the other day, I swear.
0.
Yeah.
There are no games on this phone. I wish I could put it up there and let people see my business. There are no games. I check the social media. I check the news, and I check my emails for 2 hours every morning, and I read before I go to the gym. Now, back to the original conversation. And then I'll get back to you people addicted to your social media shit. See, cussing again. So, welcome back to the Bill DeMott experience. Every once in a while, I do say a bad word. So, my mom looking out the window, curiously looking out the window, like studying. And she says, I don't remember there being this many lizards in Florida. So me being the Weisenheimer that I sometimes I'm accused of being and can be, I wanted to say, well, how many do you remember? But I didn't, because I was actually stumped by, man, there are a lot of lizards right now outside in the back. And then I found myself getting caught up in the old person's thinking, and we both stared out the window, admiring how many lizards were in the backyard. Now, my mother can't see something 5 feet in front of her, but she's describing how lizards are jumping from tree to tree 55 feet away through glass. This is my morning. Say something.
That was the story.
That's the story. Here's how the story ends. We're gonna have the same conversation tomorrow. Because she's gonna have her coffee and we're gonna be sitting there talking about something. Hey, did you see that? And hey, I don't remember there being that many lizards.
What'd you say?
And I'm gonna sit there and go, there are a lot of lizards out there right now. And on my way to the gym, I'm gonna think to myself, I need help. Say something.
But what did she say? Is she talking to the dog, or what is she
She's
doing?
talking right now. Let me catch everybody up. So let's catch everybody up on how Nana comes into the conversation now. So for everybody, my dad had passed away last month, and my folks live in Georgia. And we talk about it all the time, going up to Georgia and taking the ride and all this and that. And it's just, so bringing Nana back to Florida is what we do. Family stays together. We talk about that more than anything on this show is about family. We have a little fun. We make fun of each other in hopefully a loving way. But Nana is now down in Florida for a little bit. I last lived with my mother when I was 18 years old. I think I actually moved out at 17, or when I got back home from college after the unfortunate incidences in my scholastic career.
He was kicked out.
Okay, first of all, I wasn't kicked out. I had the option of not coming back. Big difference.
You flipped cars over and you did a slip and slide down the hallway, and Lord knows what else you did.
First of all, you don't air that.
It's in your book.
It's in my book.
Knows.
Let them go by the book.
Okay, then go by the book
that.
and read the rest of it and figure out what else he did.
Yes, I got in trouble. Anyway, my scholastic, I was young. I'm older. Okay, anyway. The last time I lived with my mom and dad, about 18, your Uncle Daryl and I, a whole different story. I'm gonna start calling your Uncle Daryl Ironside. We moved into an apartment, yada yada yada. I think I moved back one time when he was gonna move or something was gonna happen. Anyway, it's been a long time since I lived with my folks. Nana's back. Nana stares at lizards. Nana has conversations with her dogs, and I think she thinks the dogs answer her back. Say something. You can get in trouble. You can say it.
Yes, I am, because she's gonna watch it.
She is gonna watch this show. Then we're gonna have to do a whole nother show and apologize for everything we're saying on this show.
Yeah.
Come on. Today was Casey's day off. It's September 30th, right? The last day of September.
Yeah.
So this show is being recorded, aired out on September 30th. Casey's off, can sleep. Nana vacuumed, cleaned, dishwashed, mopped, knocked on doors, folded clothes, played with the dogs, all this other before 10 a.m. It was loud. Casey gets up with only the face that Casey can get up with. This one. Good morning.
I did not wake up like that.
Good morning.
What is that?
You
Is that
got
me or
up.
is that Gollum? What is that?
That was you got up. Nana said, "Did I wake you up, Casey?" I'm sorry. Like, no, it's fine. and then looked at me like this.
It did not. It did not.
Anyway, Nana's with us. 3 dogs. We have 3. Nana has 2. Brandy, who...
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. You don't even know she's here. Because Brandy doesn't know she's here. Brandy is 16 going on 3,000. Walks. Only dog lovers can appreciate this. All young dogs walk in a circle and then poop. Brandy walks in a circle till she falls down, and that's where she sleeps for 12 hours. And then Nellie, who's now been introduced to the bus stop, walks every morning to the bus stop, walks every afternoon to the bus stop with Lacey. Nellie loves the bus stop. Billy and I come home yesterday with Nana, little shopping. Billy and I walked out to the garage to put some stuff in the refrigerator in the garage. Nellie, bing, out the garage door.
Oh, well, you got to tell the story. You can't let Nellie outside without being on a leash or with somebody, because then she takes off and just runs.
She just runs. She doesn't go anywhere. She just runs like in a couple blocks, and she gets tired, and my mother will tell the story like, I get in the car and I turn away and she sees the car go away and she follows me home. No. Nellie just wants to run until she's tired and then she comes home. Anyway. But my mother thinks she's the dog whisperer, and if her dog sees the car pulling away from her, she'll follow the dog home. How that's worked out all these years, I have no idea. Young William and I proceed to take off around the neighborhood. We have a big neighborhood, huh?
I mean, yeah.
We got juked. We went that way. She went down straight. We came this close. She got away. Until Nellie decided that, she's had enough. Billy gave her a treat. We walked her back home. My mother was looking out the back window, counting the lizards. Back to the lizards. She goes, I thought we lost Nellie forever. Where's the dog gonna go? The dog ain't going nowhere. The dog's fat. The dog's happy. I thought we lost the dog. How did you do it? I sent the 8-year-old to go catch him. What do you mean how did I do it? I freaking stood there with the leash going. If I didn't think people were looking out the window, kick her right now. That dog would have come out. What's my mother doing? There's a lot of lizards out here. Anyway, Nana's here. I'm happy. My brother's here. For everybody who's been following us on social media, what a rough time. No dirt. I'm not going to have any fun at his expense yet. But he is kicked out, and he's doing well. What a strange
couple of months.
God, I'm ready. The truth is, I'm ready for this year to be over. And like you always say, I wonder what's in front of us. But we've had a what is it? It's the season we're in right now. Boy, I can't wait for the season to change. But good thing it's fall here in Florida. For everybody who's not paying attention, fall ball. So that means lighter schedule. It's only 98 degrees when we're playing doubleheaders, and 102 with the heat index, and all is well.
And then 120 with the humidity.
Fungal. It's been that's what got me sick.
Well, did you see it this morning? It was like drizzling this morning, and then it starts raining. I literally, like 15 minutes after it stopped raining, I went to go let the dogs outside, and it just like smacked shit in the face.
It's like the steam that comes off when it rains, it makes it twice as hot.
Yeah,
and it's like a steam bath.
It doesn't help.
I wonder what would happen if you go out there in your Speedo and just stood out there and like took a steam.
You fry like an egg.
Yeah, but it'd look good in a Speedo.
No.
Those days are over. What's the opposite? Mine's not so much. Mine wouldn't be a Speedo anymore. Mine be a Walko. A slow Walko. Slow peso.
No.
Nothing?
Wasn't good.
Speedo, Waco,
No.
Tagalongo,
No.
big chubby guy swim trunks. You were about to say, yeah,
No.
I will smack you. So then Nana says, she goes, I can't wait to get in the pool. Couple, 2-3 weeks now. Been in the pool one time. You know what happened when she tried to get out of the pool? Ass over tea kettle. Boom. Didn't even get one step. Boom. She hit the deck. She hit the deck. This is my mother. She hit the deck right in front of me. You know what I did?
You laughed?
I did this. Lacey was there trying to help her up. I was like, I was dumbfounded. Because in the water, you should be able to lift your feet higher. She says to me, can they make pools without the bar?
She told me that too. Like, I guess it was like a couple days later. She goes, I can't believe they're allowed to legally make pools without the handrails.
So at this day and age,
Yeah.
that's the conversations that go in there. Can you believe they do that? I want to say I'm 50. I'm going to be 51. My mom's going to be 72. In 72 years, all these things are just coming to her. You know what's happening? Her mind's starting to work again because we all keep reminding how young she still is and how she has a lot to offer. And you've heard the conversations at night here. And her mind's going, can they legally make swimming pools without having the freaking handrail? Yeah.
And she says, I sound like Uncle Daryl. That's an Uncle Daryl thing to say.
And then we're driving through the neighborhood. She goes, who would build a house without putting a pool in Florida? What do you mean who would build a house? Not everybody has a pool in their house. Why doesn't that guy have a screen in his house? That's not right. I don't know how to answer these questions. I mean, I know how, but only I think they were funny. And then sometimes I feel like I start the conversation on purpose just to see where it's going to go. And I feel you do the same thing to me.
And sometimes it's funny.
See, I do.
Sometimes,
I agree.
sometimes you need to laugh because you can't help it.
That's all I'm saying. That's the Bill DeMott experience. You got to laugh. Okay, enough of that. Nana's here. We're happy. My brother's feeling better. We'll make fun of him later. I said that. Here's what I will say about this family. My brother went through ridiculous, 12, 13-hour surgery, complications after complications. Now he's getting back on his feet. He's walking. He should be getting out of rehab and getting home soon. And grateful beyond belief. My mom is doing better. She's actually walking a little better. Not so much with the assistance, right? Because she's starting to move around a little bit and get in the pool. I'm thinking to myself, how did all these people get so beat up when I'm the one who did what I did my whole career? My brother's hunched over, my mother's hunched over. Your Aunt Debbie's hunched over. They're all hunched over. What did they do? I don't get it. I'm flabbergasted. Say something.
I don't have an answer for that.
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
Because if you look, you go, wait a minute. Okay, my dad's been a little ridiculous in his life, and he's,
Although you get the sniffles and you're down for 18 hours. So
yeah, once a year. These people.
The rest of us get the sniffles though when we go on about our day.
Okay. Are you shitting me right now? Go about our day. There's not enough blankets for everybody curled up and sucked in the sofas and never moving and get the. Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Ask Lacey.
I'll ask Lacey nothing.
She'll agree with me.
I'll go to bed. Lacey's 7:30. I don't feel good.
Because she gets up, goes to work, does what she has to do during the day, and then at night, when she's done, she can go to bed. You went to bed at 5:15. But
did you know what I did all day before that?
What did you do?
I have no idea. I think I actually had nothing that day.
Exactly.
But it was building. You got to be nuts if you're telling me the rest of you go about your day.
I got sick last year and I had to work.
Listen. Oh, El Tufo Shido. For all our Spanish-speaking friends out there, El Tufo Shido. One time a year I go down, and every time I go down, it's like the biggest thing in the world.
We take a vacation when you do that. We suddenly we have to leave the house for 3 days.
Yeah, heaven forbid I go, can someone get, there's no one there. It's gimmick, just walking across the background all the time. Even the dogs leave me alone when I'm like that.
You gotta train the dogs to bring you stuff. Train Nellie. Nellie will bring you stuff.
Train Nellie. Nellie bring me anything as long as you take her for a walk. My mother feeds the dog out of her hand. When she watches this, she's going to laugh because she's going to realize pretzels, macaroni salad, peppermint patties. That's it. That's all I got. Mm. Next, I'm going to see the three of you sitting there, Lacey with her goofy bottles like you guys sit by the pool and drink sangria, and that's it. Them goofy drinks. Once she has a goofy drink, that's it.
She yells at me.
For what?
If I drink.
Because you are still 12 years old.
I'm 23. I'm not.
In her mind.
That's well, yeah, because remember we left the you heard the story. You were on your goodbye tour, and we were getting ready to leave, and Nana's looking behind me going, where's Casey? I'm like, I'm right behind you. I'm like, I'm 23. I know how to walk out of a restaurant by myself. Like, literally, she was
on my goodbye tour.
Because you were literally, we're walking out, you said, okay, let's go, and then you were saying goodbye, and you walked back to where everyone was sitting.
What are you supposed to do in that situation? It was Frank Imperato's birthday. We go out to meet Frank and his family, who are just tremendous characters.
They're
and
funny.
great people. But we said goodnight, and usually that's what happens when you say goodnight. That's when everybody realizes there's something else to talk about. And you try very hard not to just walk out, and I got stuck. I remember that because I did come back, and everybody went, finally. I'm like, what? 2 extra minutes for the love of Pete.
Well, because you do the same thing to us, though. You're like...
Yeah, because when I'm ready to go, it's different.
How's it different?
Because I literally, when I'm standing there, I have nothing to do, so I feel like we should.
Okay, well, that's what we were doing. Nana was trying to hold hands with me out of the restaurant.
She wanted to make sure you got there okay. And that's when you turned around and said, I'm 23 years old. I can walk the hell out of a restaurant.
And then she said, well, you're not 23 to me. I said, but I'm still taller than you, though.
Yeah, but you've been taller than her since you were 13. That's why she's stuck on it. What do you think she's going to say when she watches this show?
Your hat's covering your face.
That is what she'll say, too, because I said...
She said it right before you started.
When I put it on, I had it like this, and she goes, well, no one can see who you are. And, not for nothing. For the people who do know me for the past, 30 years in sports entertainment and, whatever it is, and for all the other things I'm known for, it ain't hard to disguise this. I could have that hat pulled down to my nose, and they're going to know who it is just by the soothing voice and the warming character. No? You hear her in the kitchen? She's in the kitchen right now.
Well, was she on the phone? Because I could hear her
She's
talking.
on the phone talking during a show.
You didn't explain.
You hear her laughing? She does not understand the rules.
You didn't explain them to her. She let the dogs in. She's on the phone. She's making macaroni salad.
No, I looked her right in the eye and said, shut up. I'm doing a show.
You did not.
And she said, are you doing it now? And I said, right now. And she said, do I leave the dogs outside? I said, my dogs stay outside. We start the show. Gimmick is doing the pass-by, drive-by. She doesn't listen to me. What am I supposed to do with that?
You can't really do anything. She's your mother.
We're going to put her on the show. One of these times, we're going to put her on the show. We'll go back. We'll put her on the show.
You and her should just do a show.
You and her should do the show, and I should be the moderator.
No. I'm not gonna debate with my grandmother. I'll never hear the end of it.
You will debate with your grandmother, and you will lose, but it will be entertaining. Because that's what we do. We entertain. All right, let's talk about important stuff. Catch everybody up to where we're at, what we're doing with the foundation. You're the head of state.
Not the head of state. You're the head of state.
So we as we continue to go forward, a lot of good things have come out of the past. I mean, we've been speaking everywhere, law enforcement wise, and when I say we, I've been the one who's been speaking, but as a family, we've been fortunate enough. We were down in Fort Lauderdale for the MAD Awards, and I just took part in a DUI instructors course. And always good to sit with the officers and the troopers and people in law enforcement and reinforce to them how much we appreciate them and what they do, and especially now with everything that goes on with law enforcement. Someone has to thank them and realize that a few people don't account for all that do what they do. But we've been very fortunate, and as we get closer, we posted it on Facebook and things like that. LinkedIn, I think, we posted that we're close to finally announcing, and it's just paperwork now at this point. Waiting to announce the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation, a nonprofit organization, where we will then be not only touring Florida but the nation, and working with youth groups and students and high schools and universities, and continue to work with law enforcement and PTAs and just all kinds of organizations, offices. We want to be reaching the IBMs and the Lockheed Martins and all them, and speak to all kinds of organizations on decisions and the things that happen, and share our story. But so many great things are coming out of it. We have I'll let you tell, because I'll say what's the Facebook page they can follow everything we're doing?
It should just be facebook.com/Carrie Ann DeMott Matters.
Facebook.com. I'll have banners up for that. I forget all this stuff. Facebook.com/Carrie Ann DeMott Matters is the foundation page. There's actually a Twitter page too, right?
Yeah.
capital KAD Foundation. One is Twitter. And we'll get all that stuff up there. And you can follow the things that the foundation is doing. The family is when I say the family, I talk Lacey, Casey, and myself. Butchie as well, but he's too young to be doing anything, but he's part of everything we're doing. We'll be getting together with Frank Imparato from the UCF Police Department, and we're heading the walk coming up later, or in the beginning of next year. And the walk, I think, they haven't announced it yet, but I'm going to go out on a limb and announce that the walk will be at UCF, University of Central Florida. And that's where we'll be doing the walk, and we're going to partner with MAD. And when I say we're going to partner, because the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation is going to be doing a lot more than just a walk. We're reaching out to the school systems, and we're out there talking to the kids and to the parents, like I said earlier. And we got some good things coming up. I will be meeting with a Representative Plakin, to give him an award along with MAD for his work on trying to pass the interlock device, make it mandatory. So he's been doing some good work, Representative Plakin out of Orlando, Florida. So just all kinds of things going on. We'll have the website will be up, and we will make a big deal of the final announcement. Is that right? We're gonna let everybody know that when the foundation is running.
Oh yeah.
And the things we plan on doing, and then we'll fill everybody in, and we're just trying to keep it. It's one of those things, right? You try not to talk about it too much before it happens, because you just don't. Not that I'm a superstitious guy, but you just don't want to
jinx it.
Put the cart in front of the horse, that kind of thing. But that's what we've been working on, and in between the presentations continue with law enforcement, and getting to speak to the new recruits for Florida Highway Patrol and the different counties and things like that. My mom, actually, all kidding aside, my mom actually got to see me speak for the first time a couple weeks ago at the Victims Impact Panel. So it's very, it's interesting. It's interesting how it's going. But it's a daily thing. I don't want people to think we're doing some things, and for all the people that are out there, and for everybody who's gotten the shirts, we had a nice campaign with the first shirt we put out. Everybody's a victim of DUI, and we'll have more shirt campaigns coming. And I think right now, I don't know the you know it better than I do, Casey, because you're actually the one handling a lot of the stuff. What is the GoFundMe page that's there right now?
The GoFundMe is just to help with the startup costs for the foundation. Obviously, with us being we're essentially trying to start a nonprofit organization, but there's just a bunch of the legal fees, the startup costs. In order to just to get us up and running, we started a GoFundMe page to kind of help with that and help buffer some of that costs, because it's pretty much coming out of pocket.
Right.
And then I guess I should mention, with that being a nonprofit, obviously one of our goals is to give back to the community, which we've been talking about it. We haven't exactly established it yet, what specifically we'll be giving back to, but we'd love to, I guess it was brothers and sisters, big brothers, big sisters, things like organizations like that, and especially organizations that Carrie was interested in.
Yeah, we have
that she volunteered her time to and everything as well. So
right.
that's a more important part, I think, that we do, or that we hope to do in addition to going out and speaking. So that's what the GoFundMe is for, because I know some people, and we talked about it, some people have this bad connotation with GoFundMe, because any jabroni can get out there and make a GoFundMe page.
Right,
but
right.
Ours is legitimate. Ours is for a reason. It's going to go towards helping make those shirts and making merchandise, and
yeah, and it's paying the trips to Tallahassee and to other parts of the state,
right,
where we do speak, and
making posters and brochures and flyers that we hand out at every event, and things like that.
The window decals that are constantly being redone because there's so many.
Right.
The window decals are being out with the hashtag. So that's the things, because we will be setting up scholarship programs with our church, C3 Church here in Orlando. We will be setting up, and we hope to announce all these things as definites. But while we're talking about it, that's what I do. I talk about it. So we'll be talking about a scholarship at Astronaut High School, where both you and your sister attended high school, and setting up some things like that. So there's a lot in the works, and the GoFundMe page is simply for that, to get us from point A to B while we're getting the I's dotted and the T's crossed, and we do everything the right way. But that's where the majority of my time is. I went from being a physical guy and on the move all the time to actually being in front of a computer and doing paperwork and things that are actually starting to get a little easier to figure out. But getting out there in front of the kids and in front of the parents and in front of organizations, that's what we're doing. And you can do all that. And I tell everybody, and you almost, well, how do you do that? www.theBillDemottExperience.com. Go to the public speaking page, click it on, fill out the stuff, fill out all the information. It gets back to me. Same thing with wrestling camps. I got a wrestling camp coming up, so we'll segue back into a little less serious. But that's what we're doing with the foundation. And then we still do the wrestling camps. I'm going to get to go to the great state of New Jersey, God's country, and train for 2 days up at the Monster Factory with Coach Danny Cage, and get some work done up there. Great facility. Worldwide, it's known worldwide, the talent that's come out of there. My dear friend from long ago, and still my friend forever, Bam Bam Bigelow, come out of the Monster Factory, and so many great talents like Steve Cutler, who's with NXT now and stuff like that. But I'll be up there with Danny Cage, and I think Rip Rogers and Gary Michael Capetta is there, and I think Sammy Callahan will be there, so it'll be good to get back into there. And I'm going up there with Matt Wichlinski. And Matt and I did so much great work together at the Performance Center, and now we'll go around the country and do that. And the one Billy Gunn. hopefully joins us and we start getting some more camps together. But wrestling is still there. I love it. I keep up with it. Proud of everyone that's doing the things they're doing. The brand split was awesome. There's the dog again. The brand split was awesome for NXT and everything that's going on. Now they're, Canada and all the things. So wrestling's still good, still a passion of mine. Still try to keep up with everything and get in the ring as much as possible and stay relevant for a gigantic old guy and still lightning fast. Wouldn't you say lightning fast?
I guess, yeah.
You guess. I'm faster than you.
I haven't seen you move in a while, so.
Well, because every time I do, you get mad and I say, let's lock up and tussle. And you, hey, what a tussle. I'm 22.
Because I don't want to be, I just want to watch it. I don't want to be a part of it.
Yes, but if it's just me and you and I say, hey, let's tussle, you should say yes.
No, because you're strong. You're going to hurt me.
I will not hurt you on purpose. There is a possibility that you could be hurt, but it wouldn't be on purpose.
Well, it doesn't make me feel any better.
You shouldn't read into it when I say if you sign this release before we tussle.
I'm going to read into it.
All right, that you should probably read into when I do that. But that's it. We're going to do these shows once a month. We catch up. We didn't do any music. I'm upset. We didn't talk about any fashion.
What? Besides all the fashion weeks that have been happening and
Let me talk to you about Fashion Week.
I don't understand how it's fashion.
What is fashion about Kardashian coming all boobs out and ass out? Why is she talked about in Fashion Week?
Because Kanye had his fashion line, and so of course all the Kardashian Jenner people were wearing his stuff, and it all looks like crap you could buy at Walmart, to be honest. I don't understand the difference between...
I don't understand Fashion Week.
Kanye stuff all has holes in it. You ever seen it?
I wore jeans with holes in it the other day, and that's the first time Mama said I was in style in years. If I was a kid and I had holes in my jeans, I'd get my ass kicked. Are you on the phone right now?
Sorry.
Who is that?
Who do you think it is?
Does he not realize you're doing a show? Is he working right now?
Yes, he's on his lunch break.
What, does he realize we're working?
No, he doesn't. It's not working. We're not working.
Well, please text him and let him know we're in the middle of a show. And now Jared, not Subway, is
there's a reason he doesn't come over. It's because you call him Jared from Subway.
No, I say not from Subway. That's it. My whole next show is on Jared. That's it.
No, it's not. You don't have enough material.
Oh, yes, I do. I'll tape him playing baseball outside with your brother.
No.
That poor son of a gun comes here to hang out and he winds up blown up for 3 hours because your brother and Captain Charisma are out there playing darts and... I
tell him not to do it. I'm like, you go inside, you tell him no, it's fine.
But at least he smartened up after like 3 times because he used to come in jeans, his shoes, a t-shirt. Now he comes in shorts. He brings extra clothes.
Well, that's why, because he got shorts for his birthday just for that reason.
Oh my God!
He's like, I'm not coming over in jeans anymore.
You can't come here in jeans. You're gonna have to run around and get sweaty. All right. Well, thank him for texting during the show. Tell him I said thank you very much. And that's it. Now, but next time we're back, and what are we gonna do this once a month? When are we gonna do this?
I don't know.
Well, you know what? I think if you start getting here's a question going way back to when you actually did this show with me all the time. How many Twitter followers do you have now?
Let me look at that because I have no idea.
Yeah, since you're on your phone.
I haven't been on Twitter. I don't tweet. I still have 101 followers, but it looks like several of them have body parts on display. Where's your self-respect? Let's
I don't understand what that means. Body parts.
There's women in bikinis with their upper halves and lower halves hanging out.
Nice. I don't know who you talk to on your own time.
I don't talk to anybody. They follow me. I don't follow these people, and they're all...
You attract crazy. You attract crazy.
No. Let's talk about that. Have some respect. You don't need to be putting that stuff on display.
I can't remember the last time I've done that. I remember the last time I threatened to do it. If I had X amount of followers, I would have done the John Stamos.
And thank goodness nobody.
Listen, I'll still do it. What about the no, we're not going to talk about self-respect now. We'll be here for another hour. Can't do it. Jared will never let us do another hour of show without blowing up your phone. Tell him to get off the phone for 5 more minutes.
He's on lunch.
Tell him to eat.
He can do both at the same time. That's what I do.
Son of a gun. All right, that's it. We're done. We caught everybody up on what we're doing.
Don't get to.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to start doing a regular podcast again. I got to get football with Paula, the Giants. Fair start. 2-1. They play Monday night. Vikings.
Didn't the Giants already play the Cowboys?
Yeah, and we won, by the way. So that's why I want to get Paul on the thing.
Well, you missed that opportunity.
I know. I've been busy.
Okay.
That's why I try to get on here as much as I can. You know, look at it. Can you appreciate? Watch. Can you appreciate the traps? Can you appreciate? That's for Mojo. I do that for Mojo.
Okay, Jacob.
Yeah, but I have traps.
That's true.
Jacob moves his shoulder bone and he goes, "I'm ripped." No.
Look at the veins. I'm like Hugh Jackman.
Who's the good-looking guy on the phone? Oh, that's me.
He's an idiot.
He is. You know what? Look at the traps. At 50, look at the traps. I still got it. All right, that's it. I got baseball. I got softball tonight.
Oh, it's Friday, yeah.
And you're coming to watch.
Yeah.
Co-ed softball league.
I haven't seen you play. I've gone to like 2 or 3 games and I haven't seen you play.
By the way, just for the sake of lack of being conceited, I'm freaking awesome. Anyway, play first base.
You've only missed like 7 of the last 8 games.
No, I only missed the first 2 games. I've only missed 2 games.
Oh.
And I played the rest of them. I played first base. My girl Megan Morley at third, who has a cannon for an arm. I'm her human backstop. I catch everything she throws at me. I'm playing first base last week, and the guy's on first base. He hits a rocket. You know me. Hey, nice shot. He goes, "Oh, thanks, man." He's looking at me. He's going. He goes, "Should I ask?" Now we're 5 innings in. It's 95 degrees at 7:30 at night, and the guy's standing there. Goes, "Should I ask?" And I'm like, "Ask what?" He goes, "Didn't you used to be Bill DeMott?" And I start to giggle. And I wanted to have a wiseacre remark, and I went, "Yeah." He turns around to his dugout and goes, "This guy used to be Bill DeMott." We played inning, 3 outs. I go into the dugout. Beans, the pitcher, Chris, big Chris, your buddy. "Was that guy talking smack to you?" He goes, "No, he wanted to know if I used to be Bill DeMott." Chris doesn't get it. So when somebody recognizes me, he goes, "I don't understand how these people know who you are." I said, "I don't know either." Fast forward, next inning, I'm out at first base. The guy goes, "Did you really used to be Bill DeMott?" I said, "I am Bill DeMott." He goes, "But what was your wrestling name?" I said, "Well, Bill DeMott." "So who are you now?" That's it. That's it. So that's it. That's my softball. So now we play tonight, and we're going to go, and someone else is going to go, "He used to be Bill DeMott." What am I supposed to say to that?
I thought you played Galarza's team last week.
We played Galarza's team, and we beat them, and there was crap talking, and there were hard feelings.
So it was a guy from Galarza's team that said that?
"Hey, you used to be Bill DeMott." What am I supposed to say? Because then it's like, I don't mind talking to people, but what are you supposed to have that conversation? "No, I am Bill DeMott."
You want to see my ID?
Yeah. What was your wrestling name? "Well, it was Bill DeMott, but before it was Hugh Morris." "So you're Hugh?" "No, I'm Bill." "Well, why'd you call yourself Hugh?" "Well, that was my wrestling name." "Well, what'd you wrestle as last?" "Well, Bill DeMott." "So what's your name?" "Frank." I just introduced myself as Frank to everyone. So I have a new generation of, and don't get me wrong, I'm when people remember what you're doing, they go, "Oh man, I remember watching you 19 years ago when I was 12. You rat. You and Goldberg 19 years ago. 19 years ago, Billy Goldberg and I locked it up for the first time. You were 4.
I was just going to say I was 4.
That's rotten. I don't want to. Okay. Didn't you used to rebuild them up? Yes, I did. That's going to be my answer for that. Yes, I was. Who are you now? I'm Frank. 19 years ago, you were 4. That's my claim to fame in wrestling. Bill Goldberg. Thank goodness, because I like Bill. Bill's a good guy. All right, that's it. That's all I got. This has been the worst. This could be the worst Bill DeMott experience, face value, we have ever had.
No, it could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse. We're going to get next show. We're going to get down and personal.
Why?
I don't know. I want to hear what Nana says about this show, and then we'll decide what we're doing next show. So, as I always say, before we head out for some macaroni, because it's freshly made macaroni salad.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. It is.
I am hungry. I'm going to eat it too. There's no joke. We're going to have some macaroni salad. I'm Bill DeMott. That's the moral compass.
I still don't have a catchphrase.
Yeah, really. You got to work on that.
I don't know.
This is the Bill DeMott experience. Do what you say. Say what you mean. Mean what you do. We're out.